Whether you love him or hate him, sometimes he's right. And in this video, Tommy Sotomayor is talking about systems. The reason why I picked this to sample and talk about is because in the martial arts, we are studying systems. We're studying systems of movement that relate to hand-to-hand combat, and in some cases, even armed combat with a weapon, using a gun and that type of thing. So let's play this clip and let's hear what Tommy Sotomayor talks about systems, especially with regards to when people create systems.
It's like, well, how do they know? How would these uneducated people understand what's going on? You know what I realized, though? Most of the people who are educated, so-called, by the systems of the world are indoctrinated by the systems of the world, when in essence, they won't go against the systems of the world. Now,
won't go against their teachers, right?
Only the smart people can be taught by these systems and then realize they just learned how the system works. Very few people can do this. Very few people can go, be a part of the system, learn how it works, and then use their knowledge of that system to bring down that system. The majority of people who are taught by a system become indoctrinated by that system and will believe everything from that system.
Now, I'm not trying to bring down any other systems. I've created my system to really continue what I think is the spirit or intent of the original systems.
They will think that everything going against that indoctrination that they got is false. They will think that they know it all, because what have we done to the people of the world? We've told them, if you have this alphabet soup in front or after your name, then
first degree, second degree, 10th degree, 80th degree, whatever. Black belt, black sash, Shifu Sifu Sensei, Senpai, Sabu Nim, Kwanjang Nim, titles, coach.
You are an authoritarian over that thing, and you can be a person who's going to regurgitate everything that you were indoctrinated with. True or false?
Just like the doctors, the vaccines, like you were referencing earlier.
Yep. They get to feel like gods on earth. Do you understand that education that comes from these governments allows...
Oh, and some martial arts are sanctioned by the governments, different governments.
The individual who gets them to feel like a god on earth. Do you know that they will not listen to someone else because they'll say, well, I'm a doctor in blah, 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 so I don't have to listen to you because you don't have the credentials.
Well, I have a black belt in X style, and my style is better than your style, so I don't have to listen to anything you say about your little lowly style because it's not in my style. You didn't come from my lineage. Who are you?
So you're telling people that the person who started the whole the society that gives out doctorates, well, they didn't have a doctorate, so how did they know? Y'all don't hear me. I say it again. They did not have a doctorate, so how did they know? They set the system in place to give out doctorates, but apparently they're smarter than anyone else because they set the system up. So wouldn't we give the top, I don't know, wouldn't you give the person the most kudos, the person who set it up? But the person who set it up was not one who had it. Yeah.
And we act like nobody can create systems except for the first person that created the system that we study. Then when you read about people that created martial arts systems in particular, they learned from 1, 2, maybe 3 people. They found something that they thought needed to be addressed, and then they took from the people before them and created a system. I mean, personally, I feel like somebody should at least get a black belt in something before they talk about making a new system. I'm not saying you get a yellow belt in the only thing you've ever studied and then you run off and form a system. No. Systems come from some place, and let's not be narrow-minded, and let's not act like the only people who are etched in stone now are the only people who can create systems. New systems crop up all the time, and we should give them a listen, give them an examination. Peace. Oh, And one more thing. I really want this point to be made about the people who are, quote unquote, below the folks who create their particular system.
I don't know. Wouldn't you give the person the most kudos, the person who set it up?
Right.
But the person who set it up was not one who had it. Yet the people below who get it want you to believe that you have to have it in order to be good at it, when the truth of the matter is most people who are good at and are innovators and who are world changers was not educated in that thing in which they changed the world. Y'all don't hear me.
Well, the degree is basically a sign of government compliance.
Well, think about it. They were not educated or indoctrinated in it. Am I lying?
Well, that's true.
Maybe repeating, but it's a good point.
And yet we still will only listen to people with those so-called alphabet soup in the front and behind them, instead of the people who actually aren't indoctrinated, so they will be freer thinkers, so they will be able to innovate the world.
Oh, and the third thing, man, this is going to look choppy, but don't let Tommy's analysis be an excuse for you to be rebellious. No. I just want you to have an open mind, and I just want you to think and realize that the creations of martial arts did not stop with General Choi Hung-hee, or Jigoro Kano, or Genji Funakoshi, or anybody else that we revere. Now I can say peace.
Aren't you quick, punch and throw? Cecil, Ryu, Taekwondo. Aren't you fight from on the flow? Cecil, Ryu, Taekwondo. Aren't you quick, punch and throw? Cecil, Ryu, Taekwondo. Aren't you fight from on the flow? Cecil, Ryu, Taekwondo. Aren't you quick, punch and throw? Cecil, Ryu, Taekwondo. Aren't you fight from on the flow? Cecil, Ryu, Taekwondo.